with a normal muffler. That's all to do with the straight pipe. So we're gonna stick this son of a bitch in fucking probably in, I don't know what that is there, probably B1. We got this big fucking thing behind it here. We're gonna just step it out of the way. Hey guys, how's she going today? Well, we're trucking beans. I got all mine out, but got to go into this baling now for Antoine's, and this loader is in the way. This is the one that's going to go on the 4630. I'm just going to hook a chain on it and slide it backwards out of the way here, but I'll talk to you in a second. Well, there she is. Some of you guys are asking where 5020 ended up after this spring when it had that fucking rod bearing give out on her. She's just been chilling out here in the hay yard waiting for her turn to get work done. So we're gonna hook the chain up and pull it up into the yard. That way it's not out here in 4 feet of snow when it comes time to work on it, because we won't be able to manhandle this thing out of here otherwise. So anyway, get the 46 backed up and hooked on here, and we'll talk to you when we start pulling her. There. Fuck, that looks cool with duals on. Ooh! Gonna need both hands to steer here. Man, I miss this old girl. Gonna be nice having it back, especially after the stuff I want to do to it here. So this will be a cool project for any of you guys who aren't subscribed or just discovered this awesome channel. We do some pretty cool shit around here. Me and the subscribers that are already subscribed. Anyway, I apologize for the wind noise. It's a hurricane here again, but that's nothing new for this country. Anyway, talk to you in the yard. Well, holy voice crack. Oh, look at what I found laying here. Fuck's sakes, Twan. Anyway, it's the next morning. Just hauled the last load of soybeans. These were Antoine's there. He should be back any old time at the freight liner, but I'm leaving here shortly to go get the new engine block for the 4630. So I won't be making any videos for a couple days. It's like a 7-hour drive, and I think we're gonna stay at a hotel and go for a swim. Me and Amanda and the kids for a little bit of a break from things. So I figured while I'm here for a few minutes, I'll show you the 3 that are on the list for this winter project. So, and tell you what the plan is roughly. Anyway, you guys all know the 5020. What is going on with this guy is he turned a rod bearing. So we're gonna strip the motor completely, kind of like the 4630. I'm gonna send the head away to get rebuilt because it was starting to have issues. It'd sit idle for too long and it would slobber engine oil, and when it was cold outside it wasn't firing on these back 2 until the engine would warm up. So I'm gonna get the head rebuilt. I'm gonna send the injection pump and the injectors away to get rebuilt, because this was leaking fuel from this cross shaft. And I'm gonna get it, I might get it bumped up like 15 or 20%. We'll see what I'll ask a few old John Deere gurus from around here. One of them had suggested you'd go with 20-25% probably. I don't want to go too much, but a little bit, a little more black smoke for Greta that way. So I'm gonna get that bumped up and everything rebuilt. I'm gonna get an engine overhaul kit, so new pistons, rings, rods, sleeves, the whole 9 yards. Fucking soybean dust makes my nose run. Gonna get that all rebuilt. As it stands right now, I don't think I'm gonna paint it. Its paint isn't that bad. I'd done it a few years ago. I don't know, we'll see. The motor might get painted because it's not looking real good, but see what goes on, how much time a guy has when it gets up to that point. But I want to switch things over to LED, probably put new cushion on it because it's starting to get pretty chewed up. We'll see what goes on there. I have those duals that I picked up, so we'll see here. This is a real mother of a tractor to put new bolts into because you got to take each tire off. And that's full of fluid, and that's, I forget, 2,200 pounds or 2,500 pounds. I have to ask Dad. And then it has all these on it, so each tire with the cast center is like 5,000 pounds. So they're a little bit of a bear to move around. But for those clamp-on duals, I need more thread sticking out here because that's where those eyelets will thread onto. A couple of these are actually just about long enough, but something like that anyway. And then I have a cab that I bought that's got a factory ROPS bar and canopy, and then the rest of the cab just kind of bolts onto it. So I'm going to take all that cab junk off, and I want to put the ROPS bar and canopy on it, and I'm going to set up some a custom setup of lights on it. So there'll still be these two down here, but I'm going to switch them to LED, and then I'm going to put two more up on the cab for shining out. And I might also move the hazard lights, either have the 4 or move the 2 up on there or something. We'll see what the fuck goes on. But and then I also want to put you can get like a marine grade radio, so I'm going to put that, and then I'm going to put 4 speakers in each corner, just because that would be kind of neat. Instead of the old fender mount radio, you could have surround sound in your canopy that way. And then I've never been a real fan of this straight pipe, just because it's too skinny and too short. So I'm going to get something a bit bigger and probably chrome. But anyway, that's kind of a real quick rundown. Things will probably change when we start working on it, but that's the plan for now. The engine is the guaranteed thing that's happening this winter though, so I'm not going another year without this tractor. So yeah, that's the plan for 50/20. Now there's those two. Alrighty, so we have this late model 40/20 here, 3-point hitch and triple remotes on it. That's kind of a rare thing. I haven't seen much for 40/20s with 3 remotes like that. It's got 20.834 rear tires, which is another thing I don't see very often. But just kind of his acreage tractor. Yeah, he doesn't use it for too much, but he'd like it painted up and get her all dolled up again anyway. So we got a few things we gotta address on it. Their tie rods are very loose too, so, and then it's got really small front tires. I'm gonna try to find them some new ones because these ones are pretty well junk. They're just a 15-inch rim. You don't see that at all on anything around here. Everything is like a 16-1, which is a lot better in my opinion. I don't know why you'd want little tiny tires like that, but whatever. So I'll paint it, and then he would also like it set up like our 40/20 and 50/20 with the can you see that? The controls for the loader on their own separate valve there. And then that gets fed from your valve block, wherever you tie into, and then that way you're not using your 3 remotes for running the loader. I mean, he doesn't have a grapple on it anyways, but I'll set it up for 3 because that's how it is already. It's got all the hoses there, so then he'll still have the option to put the grapple on if he wants. It's just looped right now, but either way. So we're gonna make just a piece coming off of here and then mount those 3 here and tie it in so it's like our tractors are. And then then he still has his remotes open on the back. That was the biggest thing he wanted. And then of course the give her a paint job. So that one will be pretty quick and easy, but he lives a long ways away from here, and the tractor's from up by Foam Lake. So it's going to be staying here till next spring, so it's kind of farther down on the list of ones I'm going to do, just because there's not a rush for him, or for it to get back to him. So this is the next one that's going to get done. This is a couple of my buddies' tractor. They bought it without the loader, and then they put a loader on it just for another chore tractor around the yard. So they want a joystick in it like mine has, and then I'm just going to go through it I'm going to start here and finish on the back, and it'll be kind of like my 4440. Everything's going to be new. So paint, bearings in the motor. We're kind of talking about some new tires on the duals. We'll see if they still want me to find some for them or not. But cab kit, old man steps, buddy seat, LED lights, new vent bezel, new radio, the whole 9 yards. So make the door shut properly. That's kind of the plan anyway. So this one here is really going to get gone through. I've got a massive pile of parts inside the shop for it. So we'll take a look at all that here when the time comes. But I got to get the 4630 done first, because I don't want to have two apart in the shop and start getting shit mixed up. So that's why we're going to get that motor today. And then hopefully Sunday we can get the engine all back together on it anyways, and then should be fairly quick, the 4630, to finish it off. So anyway, I guess that's kind of a rundown of this winter's projects here. So I guess if you're not subscribed and you want to see how this all turns out, make sure you hit that button, turn the bell on so you don't miss any videos. And the rest of you guys, hopefully you stick around. Thanks for watching. Make sure you hit that like button. Leave a comment. I like reading them. We'll talk to all you in the next one.